the amygdala that's in your brain, it tries to protect you. Okay? And that's why it puts this fear out there in you. Because it remembers what happened last time. It remembers what happened last time. Leo, welcome to your reading. I am re-recording this intro here just because I did originally intend this reading to be part of the all signs reading for last week, but these were turning out to be far longer than expected, and because I'm worried about it, and there's things that need to be said. So I decided to make it the weeklies, and so I just wanted to give you that heads up, and then I will send you right back to your reading. Let's get started. We're going to do 3 cards. The initial card will be reviewing the actual issue that may be stopping you from getting into relationships, like fears that you have and stuff like that, going through situations. Second card will be the advice, or what you should consider to help yourself get through that. The third card will be, what kind of things you'll need to look for as far as like patterns, as a kind of like as an alarm clock from the universe to show you when your next love is coming in. So, because the universe likes to use numbers or, images or patterns, anything that's a pattern of some sort likes to use that. So we want to find out what pattern you're looking for. All right. So Leo, sun, moon, and rising, because yes, you should check all of them, all your major placements, so that you can get a comprehensive look at things. All right, so your past, we've got 7 of Cups. I'm going to go over all this here in just a moment, get all these cards laid out. Show me what Leo should consider to help them get past this. There we go. We've got Ace of Wands, 3 of Cups, the Hierophant, okay? And what pattern or patterns should Leo be looking for to show their next love is coming in? They need to have their eyes open. Show me what pattern that Leo. There we go. We've got High Priestess and 8 of Wands. Okay. Fabulous. So Leo, like what I'm seeing here for your past is, with the 7 of Cups coming up here, this shows a lot of confusion, being left in the dark, left in the fog, not being able to see what's actually going on, blinded to things. This also talks about illusion, or illusion or delusion. So I feel like what may have happened in the past is that there was somebody that never wanted to tell you what they were doing. They never wanted to talk to you. They never wanted to involve you or anything like that. They left you in the dark. What I feel like is that you trusted them. I feel like you trusted them. Only because I'm looking at this image here and I'm seeing a snake under it. And I was just going to say, and they were a snake. And you were left in the dark. So now you tend to be hyper vigilant and now kind of clingy, and you want to see everything that's going around. And the thing is that you realize that you're like this. You're aware enough that you're like this. And so there was a relationship in your past that caused this. It made you afraid that someone in the future is going to do the same thing. What we have to understand is that the person from our past has already passed. We can't hold their transgressions against the people in our present and future. We can't do that fairly. A lot of times we do that. But I want you to understand that the amygdala that's in your brain, it tries to protect you. Okay? And that's why it puts this fear out there in you. Because it remembers what happened last time. It remembers what happened last time. And what it remembers for you is it remembers you feeling safe and secure. And then suddenly you weren't. And you told yourself, I should have seen it coming. No, you shouldn't have. No. It is not a bad thing to express your love and your trust and to be trusting of someone. That is not a bad thing. Yes, if there are red flags all over the place, don't ignore them. Now I'm pretty sure you've probably figured out what the red flags are. So now you're well aware and it'll never happen to you again. Because you're like, oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. Thing is that in the process of that, you have rejected every relationship because you're afraid that those red flags will show up. There's a lot of really good people out there. And I know you want to believe that. Oh, I feel tears. I know you want to believe that. But they are actually really good. And there is someone out there for you. So I want you to look at, they. I'm going to say they. Guides, angels, whatever. Spirit guides. Spirit, whatever. Ace of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Hierophant. I want you, what they're saying, I say I want you, they want you, interchangeable I guess. They want you to commit to I want you to commit to continually going out, and getting together with friends and people, okay? Because we got Three of Cups here. Commit to it, the Hierophant. Commit to it. But I want you to really watch for that spark inside. Really watch for that spark. And what your brain does when you feel it. Okay? Something tells me that when you start to feel that spark again, those fears come up for you. And I want you to turn and look at them. Because that spark inside, somebody lights that spark, right? And suddenly then there's fears too, that you didn't see before. I want you to turn and look at it. To put the spotlight on those fears and be like, why are you here? And I want you to investigate it. Okay? Okay, goosebumps and everything. Wow. Okay. It's emotional alchemy at its best. It's emotional alchemy at its best, and I'm just so fond of it. I like it. I love this stuff. And so being aware, like watching for it, because a lot of times, we all look for help, on trying to get through our stuff. And the thing is that this right here, this piece of advice that this just gave you is probably the best piece I've ever seen. Go and do it anyways, and I want you to see the fears and turn and put the spotlight on it and look at it. Find out what it is. Investigate it. Once you investigate it, that fear just goes out the window. And you realize you're just scared that they're going to hurt you like the other one would. But are they that person? No. Do you know absolutely for sure that they're going to do the same thing as that past person did? Nope. You do not know for that for sure at all. And if you ask them, will you do this same thing to me? They're going to be like, no. So what else do you have to go on? It's your fear talking. And Leos are the most courageous ones in the zodiac. Right? Use that Leo courage. Get past it. And you can. I promise. All right, so the alarm clock here that you should set, if you wish, for an alert that your person's coming. We've got Eight of Wands and the High Priestess, okay? This is interesting. You must be very sensitive. I'm going to say very, very intuitive, sensitive, psychic. Like you can hear things. Because the message that I'm getting from this is they will tell you in your head. And the thing is that I don't like that answer. Because what this says is you will get a message in your head, in the intuition. You will hear it because you are psychic and very connected. Okay? You will get a message in your head. Now the thing is, that leads to a lot of illusion again, right? That leads to a lot of illusion. The number 8 and the number 2. Number 8 and number 2. If you're not that type of like psychic person, so whoever's that psychic, you may hear something in your head. That does happen, and you're not schizophrenic, okay? If you're not schizophrenic, you're not any of that stuff or whatever, and you do sometimes occasionally hear a random voice in your head, like when you're falling asleep. I know that happens actually quite often for me. When I'm falling asleep, I'll hear a random voice like call my name. You know, everybody hears that stuff. So this will be something like that for whoever is resonating with this. When it comes to others, keep an eye out for the crescent moon symbol and the number 8. Crescent moons, number 8. Something's telling me that you could see 3 crescent moons all, over and over again. Okay, so let's back this up here. You can set it up for yourself, Leo, that when you see crescent moons, a pattern of crescent moons, because that's the key, a pattern of crescent moons, a pattern of 8s that you don't see every day. Okay, so none of this, looking at a street, 888th Street or something like that, or 88th Street, whatever, that you pass by every day. That doesn't count. So it needs to be something else where suddenly you're seeing 888 or 8 or, whatever, all over the dang place. Oh, suddenly I need 8 pieces of paper. Suddenly I've got 8 pencils on my table. That kind of thing. You set it to the universe. You set it out loud, because this is magic, okay? This is magic. When you say it to the universe, when my next love relationship is coming into my life, show me a pattern of crescent moons. Show me a pattern of 8s over the course of a week. Say that 3 times, okay? And then what's going to happen is, you may forget about it, because it may take months for this to happen, because the universe has to move things around to make it work, right? So whenever it's ready and the alarm is going off, the microwave is done. Okay? Don't bother watching the microwave. Don't bother watching for crescent moons. Don't bother watching for 8s. It will show you the pattern. It will show you. And suddenly you're going to be like, why am I seeing all these moons everywhere? So you're like, geez, I've seen like 5 of those today. And then you're going to be like, oh, that's when you know it's the pattern. That's when you know it's time. If you remember that that's what you said. I do recommend putting a note in your phone or something like that, that's what you did. Only because I've forgotten when I set something, and it was months later when it showed up. And I was like, okay, I'm seeing my alarm. I'm seeing it. What's going on? And I could not remember what I set it for. Now, luckily, I figured it out, because it did show itself very shortly after. But I do recommend, just so you don't stress the hell out, put it in your phone so you can check it later. Because you'll probably forget. And as you should. Just don't even think about it. Let the universe do its thing, okay? But that's pretty much it. We're set here. Leo, thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. Hope to see you in the love readings. And I'll see you next time.